Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we're going to be talking about Krating Dang. Wait, what? Today we're going to be talking about Red Bull. Coming right up. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about Red Bull. I plan on going over the caffeine content, doing a review of everything that Red Bull currently has on the market, and I'm actually kind of excited to be doing a video about Red Bull. As a side note, this is not a sponsored video. I just like Red Bull, and personally, it's my favorite out of all the energy drinks. And it's the one that I know the most information about. How much do you know about Red Bull? Well, let me just take a few seconds to give you a quick history. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay informed on all things caffeine related. The original name is Krating Dang and can still be purchased in Thailand under that same exact name. It tastes almost exactly like Red Bull. It's the same formula, except it's not carbonated. Krating Dang originated in Thailand in 1976, and it was specifically made for blue-collar workers. It was so popular that it caught another company's eye, and they partnered together in 1984 to create Red Bull. In tweaking the formula, they actually added carbonation to it, and in 1987 expanded out into Austria. Over the years, they continued to expand, and it wasn't until 1997 that Red Bull actually reached the United States and changed its marketing over to athletes. Want to buy Krating Dang so you can try it yourself? I've included a link in the description box below. Many other energy drinks have come and gone, but Red Bull has remained strong throughout the years, and as I like to call them, the king of all the energy drinks. In 2017, Red Bull had approximately $7.3 billion in sales. The nearest competitor in second place was Monster, which made just about half of that. But it's not like they haven't had their ups and downs. In 2014, a man filed a lawsuit against Red Bull. He was upset that after drinking a large amount of Red Bull, he did not gain wings, he didn't become any smarter, and didn't gain any athletic abilities, as the commercials had described. As stupid as it sounds, he actually won the lawsuit, which cost Red Bull $13 million when they gave away $10 to each one of its consumers, or a 4-pack of Red Bull. I took the 4-pack of Red Bull. Red Bull's original formula has never really been changed, and it wasn't until 2013 that they started introducing additional flavors. This could have been because of the rise of Monster and the numerous drinks they started coming out with, or it could have just been time to expand out like a lot of companies do. Remember when Doritos just had nacho flavor? And then Cool Ranch? And now they got like dozens of different kinds out there. Wait, am I showing my age? Anyway, on to the facts. An 8.4 ounce can of Red Bull only has 80 milligrams of caffeine in it. Now why do I say only? Because it's a common misconception that energy drinks are loaded with caffeine, when in truth, an 8-ounce cup of coffee, depending on how it's brewed and who it's made by, between 80 and 120 milligrams of caffeine in it. And I know you drink more than one small cup of coffee a day. So that's what this is the equivalent to. Next, you upgrade to the 12-ounce size. The 12-ounce can has 114 milligrams of caffeine in it. This one's the blue edition, which is the blueberry one. But all of the flavors actually come in the 12-ounce size, and all of them have 114 milligrams of caffeine in them. Lastly, you have the 16-ounce can. They probably came out with this to compete with Monster, because Monster's original size is a 16-ounce can. This 16-ounce can has 151 milligrams. And for those of you who noticed, yeah, I did actually steal it from right back here. Now, before we move on to the actual product review, I do have a question for Red Bull, if you're watching. Red Bull, I love you, but I need to know. Red Bull. So what does Red Bull actually taste like? For those of you who actually had a Red Bull, you know that it's a very distinct taste, it's a very delicious taste. But not many people have been able to accurately describe what it actually tastes like, and that's because it's a unique flavor. Now let's face it, energy drinks are an acquired taste. Nobody ever just picks up a can of energy drink, starts drinking it, and says, oh yeah, this is good. I kind of relate it to that story that you've all heard. Not that I've ever done this, but it's when you have a beer, and there's a kid next to you, and you're like, hey, you want to try this? And the mom says, no, he can't have that. And the kid's like, oh yeah, I want to try this beer really bad. And, yeah, it's just a sip. And you give him the sip, and he's all excited to have it. And he goes, ugh, oh, that tastes horrible. That's kind of what an energy drink is like the first time. But let's face it, the first time you actually drank beer, well, not that one time your dad tricked you, but as an adult, when you turned 21, of course, you had your first beer, and it was just like, ugh, why do people drink this stuff? But with time, you get an acquired taste for it, and then you start branching out from light beer to dark beer to Oktoberfest beers to all sorts of different kinds of flavors. That's pretty much what energy drinks are like. They all have a different flavor, but they all have an energy drink flavor to them. When asked what people think about the flavor, there have been lots of random guesses. Some people say it tastes like liquid sweet tarts. Some people says it tastes like a medicinal bubble gum. Some people say cough syrup with extra sugar. And many people on the internet have many bad things to say about it. Many foul words. So don't Google what does Red Bull taste like and go to the forums, because you'll see a lot of potty mouths on there. Me? I say the taste comes close to what a watermelon-ish kind of cough syrup would taste like. Now once again, to some of you that may sound disgusting, but when people talk about the cough syrup taste, they're more talking about the energy drink taste. Luckily enough, Red Bulls come out with lots of different flavors, which are much more easily described by their name. So let's see how accurate they are. So like I said earlier, in 2013, they started releasing new flavors. A lot of them were released under the summer edition. That was their way of kind of marketing it, trying it out and see how it went. Some of them didn't go so well. There was a grapefruit one, not good. But others that were successful, people liked, they actually brought it into their core line. Ones like Kiwi Apple and Yellow Tropical actually got put into their core line, and they renamed it from the summer edition to Green Edition and Yellow Edition. My personal favorite was this year. They came out with a coconut berry. And if you like coconut, you're going to love this drink. I mean, even people that don't drink energy drinks, I let my wife try it. She's like, oh, that's not bad, because it's got this strong coconut flavor with a hint of berry afterwards. Now, you might not be able to find it now based on what time of year it is, because it just ended. I was so worried that it was going to go away and I was not going to have it anymore that I talked to a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that got me this. 2 huge cases of the coconut flavor, so that I could have one every week for the next 48 weeks until they release it again next summer. Clearly that's not how it works, because they come out with new flavors every summer, but I was being hopeful. And through unofficial sources, I heard that I wasn't the only one who liked it, and they're going to be bringing it into the core line as well. So keep an eye out for it. Now, to be 100% honest, I haven't tried all the flavors. So some of them are going to be for the first time, and you get to witness my reaction on camera. The ones that I have had are the blueberry, the acai berry, and the coconut. And I'm not much of a fan of juices like orange juice and cranberry juice and stuff, so I tend to stay away from those. So I'll start off with my favorite one. As you know, it's the coconut berry, and I've kind of already described it, so even though I have one right here that's all cold and ready to go, I'm going to save it for later. But just know, it's delicious. If you want to try the coconut flavor, the last time I checked, Amazon still had it. Feel free to click the link below to see if it's still available. The next one is going to be the blueberry one. I've had this one before, but I didn't get to describe it, so let's open it up and try it out. I'm a huge fan of that because it actually has the blueberry flavor, and it doesn't really have that medicine-y energy drink taste that a lot of them have. I think out of all of them, besides the coconut, this one is most accurate to its flavor for blueberry. Well, actually, I haven't tried all the other ones, so as of right now, that one is the best one. Let me move on to the next one. The next one's going to be the purple edition, which is the acai berry. This one is actually sugar-free. Now, knowing that it's sugar-free, you can kind of taste that a little bit, but really, the acai really overpowers it, and if you like acai, it's very good. It's my third favorite compared to the coconut and the blueberry. Next, we're going to try cranberry. I don't like cranberry juice, but I do know what cranberry tastes like, so let's do it. I don't taste a lot of cranberry in it. If anything, it's more like a hint of cranberry, and I can see myself drinking this. Next, let's move on to tropical. I've heard a lot of good things about it. People say it tastes like mango or pineapple. Like I said, I'm not really into pineapple, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Now I'm going to try it. Oh yeah, that's tropical. Definitely pineapple. If you like pineapple, I'd say pick this up. I taste a hint of mango, but the pineapple and the other flavors in it definitely make it tropical. And it started off as a summer edition, and I can see why. It works. Next we have the orange edition, which is orange, or technically named tangerine. Similar to the cranberry, it's got a hint of orange, and it's not that strong, which I like because I don't like orange juice or anything really strong, but hints of orange are always good. I still like the tropical better, and it ties for flavor with the cranberry for the hint of flavor that it has. Next on the list is Kiwi Apple. Similar to the orange and the cranberry, it just has kind of a hint of flavor. I can taste the kiwi more so than the apple. The apple's more of an aftertaste. Not bad. If you like kiwi apple, grab it. Next we have the lime edition. This is also another sugar-free one. Yep, definitely lime. It's not subtle like the orange and the cranberry. It's got a fairly strong lime taste. It's kind of like the Sprite edition of Red Bull. They call it limeade, and I forgot that it was sugar-free actually, because I can't really taste that sugar-free flavor. So this one's pretty good. I'm actually glad that I did this video because I wouldn't have tried those any other way. I have my 3 favorites that I always go with, but you know what? I might mix up a tropical with a lime here and there just to get a change of pace. They're all pretty good. Now I do have one more here that I'm going to open up. I saved the worst for last. Man. This is the sugar-free Red Bull. Now, if you're going to go for sugar-free Red Bull, I would say go for one of the flavors, because the limeade and the acai berry have very, very strong flavors, and they mask that sugar-free taste. The actual sugar-free Red Bull, it's on the bottom of my list. Not to say I would never drink it, because I did buy a case of it just a few weeks ago when this auction store that I go to had it at half price Red Bull. I'm getting it. Didn't realize it was the sugar-free. But you know what? I still drink them. They're still not bad, but given all the choices that are out there, it's my last on the list. So, do you want to try all these flavors, but you're too lazy to go to the store and buy them all? I've included a link in the description box below for the variety pack. What am I going to do with all these Red Bulls that I have? Orangey, cranberry, red, acai, purple, get a little tropical flavor, yellow, some blueberry, purple. You'll fit much more, so let's go with lime. Cheers! That's what they call Swamp Red Bull. What? You didn't think I was going to drink that whole thing, did you? You guys are so crazy. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys learned a lot about Red Bull, found the information useful, and we'll try some of the flavors if you haven't tried them before, because I know I got some new ones I'm going to buy now too. And don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button to stay informed on all things caffeine related. That's what happens when you drink too many Red Bulls.